What is up?
How'd it do? How'd it do? What up?
What episode is this?
Number 8.
Number 8. You know who it is. Number 8 of the MOSHCAST with LJ and Cy.
Hell yeah, we haven't been canceled yet.
We haven't been canceled. Now we do have some a little bit of some news about monetization, but other than that, we haven't been canceled yet. So screw you, YouTube.
We have more subscribers than we do haters, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, we got some more subscribers. We got a lot of views on a few of them.
Thanks to all 12 of you.
Thanks for all 12 of our fans.
Fuck yeah. Click that bell so you'll be notified of future releases. How's my announcer voice going?
Buenos tardes. Okay, man. I'm gonna chill this song out real quick. Oh, bro.
Yeah. Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Each one of these is like the length of a full-length movie, so technically this is like, as many as there have been Friday the 13th movies. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I like it like kind of like an hour-ish in.
Yeah.
An hour, because, I mean, my job, like, I'll review it, and it'll take me an hour to get done with it, and it feels like time just, like, flew by. Like, right. And it's weird, because, like, I don't like listening to my voice. Even with, like, recording and stuff, I don't like my voice at all. Mm-hmm. But whenever we review the MOSHCAST and stuff, I don't know. I like listening to it, and I know that. Well, I know what we talked about and everything, but at the same time, it's like it feels good to go back and listen to what we said.
It does, and what I've also noticed, like I've noticed a lot of stuff that I say on the air, I've been changing with each episode. Like I was listening to all of our episodes at work the other day, and I was like, man, I say absolutely a lot.
Dude,
call me out on that shit, man. Comment.
Dude, not even, bro. Like I say fuck a lot.
You say fuck a lot.
I say like. We say the word like so many times, dude. But like it's like that. I said it twice already, It's just one of those things where like we're so prone to talk like that, and then people don't even realize, and then you say the word like, or you say fuck like 72 times.
It's like every rapper who gets interviewed, whenever, like Shaggy 2 Dope, every time they interview him, he's like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of every sentence.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Me and Shane, I'm working on, my voice sounds kind of...
I like your voice.
Oh. No homo or homo?
I don't know if you can say that these days, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Full homo.
Homo's okay. LJ, how you been, dude?
I've been stellar, man. I'm doing great. Actually, it's pretty fucking good. Like, I've got to catch up on some chores, but, like, also, I'm working on the EP and stuff, and I found out, like, with the album, how to make the track sound really good by lowering the vocal sound to where it's matched with the beat, because what I used to do is boost the vocal volume so it would be over the beat. But now, instead of working against it, I'm working with it, and so, like, they're both the same volume now.
Nice.
EP's going to be banging.
Nice.
And it's going to be like, free. So
Good.
So don't bitch. It's free.
Yeah. Don't cry because it's free. All right. Jesus. Can't make everybody happy.
But yeah, I've been good. Just been playing Switch on my downtime, which is not very much, but I've been playing it.
Right.
Pokemon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got into this game called No Man's Land. I've been playing that, which is like it's like very like. I know that a lot of people might not like it or whatever, but it's like a survival game, and you wake up in space in a different planet, and you have a ship that you have to fix, and like a lot of things go wrong, where like.
So I saw.
Yeah, where like you have to survive, like you have to keep yourself alive, so you have like a health bar. And then you have your oxygen bar, and then you have like your hazardous bar, which you have to keep all of that in check. Like your hazard bar will go down, and you have to find certain plants that have like carbon or oxygen or whatever it needs.
Damn.
And then you have to like harvest that, and then you have to make sure that you have enough to put into your hazard suit,
Right.
And if you don't, then you die. So it's like really cool, and I'm getting real deep into it. Like right now, I'm trying to find a person that's like me in space, and it's like light years away. And I just built my warp speed machine and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm moving on up.
The day I saw you playing it, like you were like out of oxygen and you were just running around looking for oxygen.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were completely fucked. You were like, I'm out of fuel and I'm out of oxygen, so I'm stranded.
Yeah.
And then like games nowadays autosave, so I don't know if it does that whenever you're playing the game.
Yeah, so there are points. There are points in the game where you can autosave.
Yeah.
But you have to get to that point. So like in a planet there are like little safety points where you fly, and then there's like a place, and you can park there, and then there's like this huge little stand where you press it, and then it'll save that part where
that's cool.
It's good. But if you don't do that, then you're gonna go right back to where you started, right back where you started before you did a point. You know.
Yeah.
So you could have been doing 6 hours of playtime and not even touch one of those things, and then if you die or something, you go right back to where you were.
Shit, dude. It's like Resident Evil.
Yeah,
I remember.
It's so tough.
I remember I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and there's certain times where there's a checkpoint, like when you enter certain buildings and there's a fight about to happen, like fucking it creates a checkpoint.
Right.
There was one spot where like I was in the middle of a gunfight, and then I got out of one. I was on low health. I walk into another building. It has a checkpoint, and then I got shot. So then it loaded up the next checkpoint, and I got shot immediately. I was like, I can't even back out of the room because I got killed immediately. So I had to restart the level and just not go through that, or like not go through that doorway as I was getting shot. So
right. Can't win to lose. Can't win to fucking lose on that.
Another game I've been playing the shit out of is MK11 on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan.
Which
you can tell.
Fucking we watched the movie this week.
Yes, Mortal Kombat 2021.
That was pretty cool. It was really cool to me because there were aspects in that movie where I felt like I was watching it back in the day.
Yeah,
I can't remember. One? Yeah, like 95. The acting was kind of the same.
Yeah, it had that B movie feel.
Yeah,
I liked it.
And you're like, oh snap! Like I kind of dig it. Like I understand that there were some people that did not like that part.
Yeah.
Especially because we're in 2021. But dude, I love movies from like 2000 to like 2010, and that's the reason is the way they acted in the movie. It was just so like, I don't know. It just brought it back. It just brought it to home. It brought it home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that acting, especially like because. I mean, it's this fucking dimension where they're throwing hats and fireballs and shit. How can you take that so seriously? And I love...
Right.
My favorite part, everyone's favorite part of the movie is Kano.
Yeah, Kano. There was this meme, and it was like, R.I.P. to Kano, or did it say, yeah, it said R.I.P. to Kano's back for fucking holding that whole movie on his shoulders. And it was, I mean, yes, he did a really good acting job. That character, he did a really good acting job in that movie, and he did play a huge role, and he kind of shadowed all of it. Yep. There was some parts in that movie where I kind of wish that they took a little bit more time to explain or have some detail in it. But
yeah, same.
You're gonna put like it's just like the Avengers movies, or like what's that one movie that came out just a while ago? I always forget it. Justice League. Where it's like a 4-hour movie, and like you're like, dude, like I had to watch that in sections, and I'm like, I just want to watch the movie. Like I just want to watch it, and I feel like Mortal Kombat wanted to do that, where it was like so long and it had so much detail in it, but nobody was gonna watch a 6-hour, 8-hour movie,
right?
Because like there was times where they jumped to different dimensions and where those people live, and they fought. Like I wish they would have told us like a little bit more of like where the villains lived and where they like dropped in. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch.
The only villain they really explained was fucking Cabal.
Oh yeah,
like they were like,
right.
Oh yeah, he's the reason you're in that mask and shit. But they showed the spoiler alerts in case you haven't watched it yet. Natara from Deadly Alliance is in it. That's the 5th game.
Right.
And then Reiko from Mortal Kombat 4. Both of those are super minor characters. And the fact that they were on the screen kind of filled out the roster.
Right.
But they were just a body count, which I love Natara. I think she's a cool character.
Right.
They could have included shitty characters to be slaughtered, but I mean, that would have just kind of been a waste of a good actor's career.
Yeah.
These are all B actors anyway. Which, funnily enough, for the sequel, fans are trying to have Ryan Reynolds play Johnny Cage.
Oh.
Fans want that. I don't want that. I don't care. I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are a lot of unknowns in this movie, and I think if they signed an unknown to play Johnny Cage, that would go along with it.
I feel like if Mortal Kombat wanted to stick with the Mortal Kombat theme, is to have people that nobody knows about.
Right.
But I mean, there was some. It's like there were faces that you've seen before in like other movies, but like they weren't big.
Of course.
I feel like Mortal Kombat should stay that way. In my opinion, I don't think they need a big face.
Right.
I mean, the whole story itself was fucking amazing. I honestly liked how they shot it, like the camera shots, and how they made the arena that they were fighting in the practice
cool,
and stuff.
yeah.
It looked so like Star Wars type like built movie, where it's like it's not CGI type shit. Like, they actually built that thing so it looks like that. I don't know, man. I was watching fucking The Labyrinth the other day, and I was like, I miss these fucking movies. Where it's like everything like took time to create and build, and we don't have to have computers, and like, it was just so weird to like see that movie in 2021.
Absolutely.
I mean,
but people
forget,
Yeah.
People forget that way.
I also like how they took some original liberties on this. I love that when they would do that, they did it with The Dark Knight, where Batman faced off against the Joker again, and that turned out amazing. They did it with Resident Evil, the first movie. After that, they just kind of milked the franchise because there's gold in them there teats.
Yeah, for real.
So that was their little cash cow. They were jerking off there. And then, I just love whenever they take an idea that you've seen a million times and they sort of reinvent it in their own taste.
Right.
I think that they did it well with this movie. It does get a little convoluted, especially whenever they're trying to make Kano unlock his powers and shit. And they're explaining whenever one character kills another that has an arcana and they don't have it, then it's transferred to them.
Yeah.
That's not how it worked in the games, but I like how they're giving it that excuse so you can see what kind of abilities people unlock.
Yeah, exactly.
That's interesting.
Also, there was a part where the head good guy, what's his name?
Liu Kang?
No, the Thunder.
Raiden?
Guy. Yeah, Raiden. He was like, he was getting mad at the main character who was the guy that we were following the whole time.
He's us.
Which, by the way, side note, don't really think that he was a main character. Didn't really do much, but whatever.
He never existed.
Never really existed. Yeah. He was like, "Go back to your family," and they shot down the lightning bolt, and he walks through, and then he sees his family again, and then he fights somebody there, right? And then all of a sudden, the Raiden just lightning bolts him back to the place without even. I was like, how does he know that he won or anything? How does he know? Why are we here?
Because he believed in him. It was a test. Now, I don't know.
I mean, it could have been a test, but at least tell me. At least tell me, because it was just like, go back to your family. And then he's there. Nobody's around him. He fights the guy, and then lightning bolt comes back like he knew that he got his powers.
The crazy shit with that fight scene, like, I love Goro.
Right.
He's a badass character. He's the grand champion for 500 years, gets his fucking ass murdered in like a really dignified way in this movie. I enjoyed that, seeing him get killed. But
right.
And then it's just like you beat him in one fight. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you're the chosen one or whatever the fuck's going on there. I give the movie a pretty high 3 out of 5.
Yeah. It's a really good movie. With me and LJ, we're like movie fanatics, and there are just things that like you're like, really, man, really. Yeah. Like, I'm really big. Like, one of my favorite movies is Jurassic Park, and I hate how they are dragging this fucking movie through the dirt.
Yeah.
At the end of the last movie, they let the dinosaurs go into the city.
What the fuck?
Now what are we gonna do? And they're like trying to make it to where like dinosaurs are like war machines, so they're gonna use it for military issues and stuff like that. They're going through the comic, and I understand where they're going, but at the same time, it's like, That's a comic, bro. It's cool to read that stuff, but to see it in like movie, no. Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
So, what do you rate the Mortal Kombat movie on a scale of 1 to 5?
1 to 5. 1 to 5. I will probably be. It's definitely a movie I would rewatch. And the soundtrack was dope.
Oh, yeah, and they also had callbacks to the original.
Yeah.
That got it for me. I was like,
love
fuck,
the soundtrack,
yeah.
so that's another bump up. Dude, I'm going to have to say like a 3.5 to like a 4. Almost a 4, dude.
Nice. And
it's just because like I follow the Mortal Kombat movies and stuff, and it felt right.
Yeah.
You watch those 1995 movies, and they're so like, and I'm not trying to make this sound bad, but they're so trash in the acting that it is good.
Yeah.
And they did that. I felt like they did that on purpose this year. And
absolutely.
I'm like, I dig it. I like it a lot.
Hey, those of you at home, every time I say absolutely, take a shot.
Oh, jeez.
That'll make me stop. We start having complaints of fatalities.
Dude, we're
alcohol-related fatalities, thanks to my absolutely.
Me and LJ were talking about how much... Or we were talking about it on here, weren't we?
I think we were. What is it?
We're talking about saying and all that stuff.
Yeah, we were doing that just earlier.
Dude, I went so deep into conversation with movies. Sorry. Dude, I've had the craziest week.
Real quick, for those who are curious about Mortal Kombat's success, it almost made back its budget of $55 million. It made $51.1 million. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the sequels. They said that they're going to be like a pre-tournament, which was the one we saw.
Right.
The tournament, and then post-tournament. That's going to be fucking dope.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sick few years.
Oh, absolutely. I'm prepared. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Bring it on. But yeah, dude,
Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I have been having a crazy week, dude. I have somebody else doing my route, and I'm watching my daughter, and I forgot how waking up in the morning kills people.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I feel. I wake up at 7:30 or 8 in the morning, and I'll sleep. Like, I sleep good at night. Dude, it's just the fact that I have to wake up in the morning is what kills me. Like, I see the sunrise, and I'm like, dude, like, do people really do this? Do people really do this to survive? Like, I'm so used to the nighttime and working at nights and, like, waking up and the sun almost be coming down.
Yeah, I'm a fucking night owl because, like, I can sleep an average of 6 to 8 hours in the day.
Yeah.
But overnight, like, on my days off, like, tonight, I'm going to go to bed at 10 or 12. I'm going to sleep until, like, maybe 3. I'll wake up. I'll fall back asleep till 5, and then I'll fall asleep, maybe. Or I'll just lay awake until 7.
Right,
And then the dogs start barking, and then
it literally fucks your whole, like, system up.
Yeah, I let Neva sleep. She sleeps better in the morning. She can't sleep at night because she has restless leg. And she has a lot of back pain and shit. So I let her sleep, and then I take care of the dogs, and, then I sleep that night.
Right.
On days I have to work, though, I'll sleep during the night leading up to it. I'll be awake for like 8 hours during the day, then I'll sleep 4 hours, and then go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eat dinner and then go to work. Not in that order, you know what I mean.
Not that order, but, it's an order. It's an order.
Sorry if you're wearing headphones, but...
But, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get to this band I'm going to shout out today, and then we'll get into our motherfucking list, dude.
Simon.
So, we said that we were going to make a top 5 rock band list, and we did, and we were supposed to... LJ thought we were going to do it last week. I was
told me
nah.
metal, motherfucker.
Metal, rock, yeah.
Rock metal, yeah. They're
rock metal.
Same.
But we're going to do it this week. And then I'm going to shout this band out real quick, and it kind of goes with what our list is. And this band is actually from Amarillo.
Really?
Yes, they're from Amarillo.
You're shitting me.
I'm not shitting you, bruh. But they're from Amarillo. And the band is called the Chroma Leaf. The T-H-E, Chroma, C-H-R-O-M-A, and then Leaf, L-E-A-F.
The Chroma Leaf?
The Chroma Leaf. And if anybody doesn't know what math rock is...
I know what that is.
They sound like math rock. and they have vocals in their songs sometimes, but they are usually instrumental. Especially the song that I'm going to show you, it's an instrumental song, but they're really good and they're local, and I did their song. So this is the song that I'm going to show y'all. It's called Native Anathema. Native, Native, and then Anathema is Anathema. So check them out. Watch this. Listen. Take a listen. Don't watch. Take a listen.
Listen with your eyes. Dude.
There you have it, folks. There you have it.
Wow. And they're from Amarillo?
And they're from Amarillo,
No
bro.
fucking way.
Yes,
they're
sir.
too good, man.
No, they're great. They're great.
That's amazing.
That's,
wow. Good job, guys.
That was their first, not their first album. That is their newest album.
Wow.
Let me see if
I'm a fan. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. Let me see if I can find the album name.
I'm gonna make a note to look up all their shit and just binge listen.
Dude, they have that one, and I think there's another band. There's another musician from that band itself. So the Chroma Leaf, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another musician from that band that plays another band called Slumville, and you'll hear that one next week.
Oh.
So, but yeah, dude, like, I've been listening to the shit out of these guys. They're on Spotify. They're on YouTube. Give them some numbers on Spotify. I mean, they don't have a whole bunch, and they're really good. It's a really good band to listen to. Background music. I mean, even what you were telling me, sometimes you do your videos, you need some background music.
Yes.
It would be perfect for that. It would be perfect for that.
I got to get off my ass and make videos again, man.
So, they're on Spotify, they're on YouTube. Go check them out. The Chroma Leaf, they are by far one of my favorite local bands right now.
Hell yeah, man. That really reminded me of when I used to listen to really technical bands and shit.
Oh,
All
yeah,
That Remains
yeah.
is one of them. They call themselves metalcore. I call them brain fucking. I really like that. Like, I do. There used to be this one band in Clovis. I don't know if anybody from Clovis remembers Violent Saint.
I've heard of that name.
This dude I used to go to school with, I don't know if I could say his name, but I'll say Ryan, and his brother, I think, were both in the band. Ryan played bass, and they used to like play really complex, real progressive rock music. And I remember one of their songs I downloaded it on my old computer, and it's probably still locked on there.
Right.
Yeah, it was just fucking amazing. That introduced me to prog metal. And
yeah.
when I was still learning how to play guitar and shit, I was fangirling them so hard that I went on Wikipedia on the Clovis, New Mexico page, and I edited it to mention them by name.
Nice.
They saw this, and they were like, dude, we're mentioning the same breath as Hemlock and all these other bands. And I was like, stupid me on MySpace. I'm like, I totally did that. And they were like, oh, never mind. Then they deleted it. And I was like, fuck.
Dang.
So I really like feel bad about that shit because they were so cool, man. Like, I don't know if I single-handedly destroyed their career or not, but they were fucking so dope. I feel bad about that. Like,
nah,
I really am guilty about it.
I don't think you did anything
That's
to
just
him.
stupid kid.
Yeah, it was just messed up. No big deal.
Bitch slap the younger me. Bitch.
No, there was a There was a band. I don't know if they're still a band. I know that they're still on Spotify, but there was a Christian rock band here in Clovis called Laughing Season.
I heard of them. They played in my backyard.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still around. Shout out to Laughing Season. I know that they're Christian music, but like their shit kind of rocked, and I still have a CD from them. Me and my friend Monkey, when we're on the round and stuff, we'll get like sad boy shit, and we'll play some of their songs. They're on our playlist. So shout out to Laughing Season. If y'all are still around, let us know, because I kind of miss your vocals, man. This is the day, Lord have me.
There's some really cool bands. Whenever we had shows in my backyard around circa 2010 to 2013, somewhere around there, like we used to have bands. We had a DJ named Cash Crop, band Laughing Season.
Yeah.
There was this one band. They were a ska band. I can't remember what they were called. But I do remember whenever we moved it to what we called the 109, it was this place on Tennessee Street. We actually got our very first act over there was this dude called the Self-Proclaimed Narcissist. No, it was just called Self-Proclaimed Narcissist.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that dude, he just brought an acoustic guitar, and he has these tragically, like, it's funny but it's sad. Like, the lyrics are sad, but like his delivery of them is kind of comical.
Right.
I don't know how to explain it. I got to show you his stuff. And I was binge listening to his stuff too recently. And I don't know what he's up to lately, but I really like his music. So, Self-Proclaimed Narcissist, I'm giving you a shout out.
Shout out.
You didn't ask for it.
Shout out to all these homies that had a passion, and maybe they're still doing it. We haven't heard anything recently. Y'all want to come back? You got two fans right here. That's all I'm saying.
And also, I just want to throw this out there. I'm also part of another podcast called Mead, Metal, and MMA over here on YouTube. So I'm giving them a shout out. Go check their stuff out. They talk about mead. I talk about metal. They talk about MMA. And it's all done through the internet. Like, I record my segment as I'm editing this video because I'm back here anyway. I do it on that microphone.
Nice.
So then I just go ahead and I email it to the dude. So they'll be doing their weekly rant every week or every 2 weeks, depending on the release schedule, and they'll insert my segment into their metal rant, and then
you and me have done it a few times.
Yeah, you were on the first episode with me, actually.
I kind of dig it. Which, by the way, I mean, we got that. I don't have it here. I don't think I have it here. I might have left it at the house, but
pardon me.
That little snowball mic that I have. Maybe you can use it for that, because I'm not using it for anything. And it has that stand where it's just like that ball, and it has the. Maybe you can use it.
I could probably use it for my guitar stuff.
Yeah, I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back next week. Also, since we're talking about music too, we might not need to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We shout out some people last week, with their music, and it's on our side too. It's our fault, because we just didn't think about it. But if you have a song with a beat that's not yours, we're going to get
copyright striked by YouTube.
We're going to get copyright striked on YouTube. So, like, your song won't be heard. Am I correct?
Well, it'll be heard, but, like, if we were getting monetized, we wouldn't get paid for it.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Just letting you know, though, in case it is taken from a big artist, and they decide, hey, fuck you guys, we're shutting you down, please let us know if you're using somebody's beat. That way we'll know whether we can play it or not.
Yeah,
that's the problem with like borrowing beats and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Now, like, well, with what we're doing, we got 9mm on it and stuff, and he's cool with our, like, all the stuff that we're using for us, and all the stuff that like the band today, like, all that is made and is acknowledged that it's okay to use, and YouTube won't copyright ban that stuff. But if you're using somebody that's pretty high up and you're like, oh, I'm just going to use this beat because it sounds cool, make sure that you either buy it, because that's all it is. If you buy that beat, then it's yours, dude, and then we can play it, or we can listen to it, and we can make it, like, we can shout you out and stuff. And we'll definitely still shout you out if you still want us to. But if you want us to thrive so that we can make more of these and we don't get fucked by YouTube, make sure the beat that you use is yours, or somebody that you know.
Another thing is, to up-and-comers, this is a mistake that I've seen happen. If you're going to release like an EP or a mixtape or something, that shit, if it uses beats from an established artist that's copyrighted, they have to be free. Because if you're trying to sell that, then you can get your shit taken away. Not
only you can get your shit taken away, you can get literally fucked in the ass.
If you're selling them commercially, they will take all your royalties.
Yeah, they'll take it all.
Do not do that. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
That's why I don't sample or anything.
You use beats that are not yours. That's okay. Call it a mixtape. Sell it for free.
Yeah.
Or not even sell it, just give it away for free.
Yeah.
You want your voice heard? Awesome. That's what I want. I don't care. But all the beats that I use, especially my first album, were from 9mm, and we made it. He's making a profit off of it. He's making a profit off of it because we put money into it.
Yep.
9mm understands that I am using his beats and stuff, and so on and so forth. Also free for profit. If you are a person that makes beats that are free for profit, that means that it is free for you to use, but whenever you start making money off of it, he gets a portion of it. He or she gets a portion of it, and then so on and so forth.
Totally.
This ain't like music for dummies, but these are the things that I've learned.
Yeah. If you're borrowing something from somebody and if they don't know about it, then don't make money off of it.
Right.
Is what we're saying.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know how clear I'm making myself, but there was a dude that I used to rap with a long time ago.
Right.
I have all his beats, but it turns out all his beats were taken off the internet. They belong to other artists.
Damn.
Or they contain like samples that he was not cleared to use.
Oh shit.
So basically, it was like he recorded stuff or he downloaded them off the internet, and he was gonna make a whole album. I don't know if he made the full album or finished it, but if he tried to sell it, then people didn't give a shit if he was underground. But if he gets big and sells it like that, yeah, they're gonna nail him to the fucking wall, man.
No shit.
Yeah.
So just if you want to make a profit, make your own beats and make your own lyrics. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
Let's get to the motherfucking lists, because that's my favorite thing. Because after this, once we get to episode 10, after we do the next 5 on our rap list,
yeah,
I think you and me are gonna go head to head on Instagram.
Head to head on Instagram.
We're gonna go head to head on Instagram. I'm gonna show 2 pictures of like Snow the Product versus Mac Miller. We're gonna see who's the best, and then who's the best of like so on and so forth. And then we're gonna go down the list and see who actually is the best. So we're gonna have 10 of yours and 10 of mine head to head. And then we're gonna go all the way down until we see who's the best rapper in the game in our lists.
Is Eminem allowed to be in this list? Because I got a feeling that like he's gonna be close to the top, and that's kind of unfair to everyone else.
Well, obviously Eminem is gonna be on your list. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he is.
He will be a character in that, and obviously he might have a space, but you don't understand that my friends listen to completely different things. And so I'm trying to figure out how this could be fair for the both of us.
I don't think I thought you were gonna say my friends on this list are gonna decimate your friends on your list.
No, like because I want to put it on my Instagram, but my friends, like I said, they're my friends. They're gonna fond the stuff that I like more than fond the stuff that you like. So I'm trying to see how fair this would be. Now, what we could probably do is probably you post on your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever. We'll work on it. We'll see. Yeah. We'll talk about it. But let's get to this.
Season 10 be the end of episode 10 be the end of the season, or we're just gonna keep pumping out episodes?
We're gonna keep on pumping until 20.
Okay, cool.
So we got this.
This will be season 1.
Yeah, this will be 10, and then season 2 will be 15 and 20.
Cool.
So and then we'll go head to head with those people, and then see, and then we'll go head to head with those 2, which is whatever Eminem or Mac Miller or whatever, and then the 15 to 20 will be like our bottom tier, and see if they even compete with each other.
I meant like episodes of this show, but never mind.
Oh, well,
nothing.
What? Now I'm lost.
I was saying we're gonna divide up our episodes to where you have 20 episodes per season or whatever the fuck. I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
That way we could take a little break to compose ourselves and work on ideas for the next episodes or whatever. That way we'll go in with shit to carry in instead of running in blind and just let's talk about this.
I'm not sure, LJ. I'm not sure. I was even thinking
about it.
I was even thinking about getting Eric and all them on the podcast too.
We should interview Neva.
We'll see. If you definitely need a break, LJ, let me know, because I got peeps
good to go, man. For now,
that are down to jump in whenever they can. But you want to go first on this list, or you want me to?
I'll go first since I got the Mortal Kombat hat and the Iron Maiden shirt. I got this at a concert in 2008. This was the second ever concert I went to. It was their Somewhere Back in Time tour. They were playing all their old shit, and the last song they played was well, not the last song they played, Moonchild.
Oh, right.
Iron Maiden. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But whenever Fear of the Dark came out, the dude next to me was like, "This is your song, bro." It was. So, anyways,
definitely was.
For this list, I'm leaving off Metallica, Iron Maiden, and Judas Priest, who are my holy trinity of the best bands ever.
They're obviously, since rap has the greatest of all time, rock will have the greatest of all time as well.
This is only to be fair and introduce some new shit to you guys in case you haven't heard it, because I was like, man, I have really fucking basic tastes. So, this is a not so basic taste.
Honestly, LJ, it's not basic. It's just that it's been here.
Predictable.
It's been here for a while, and people will obviously have heard of it. But, like, dude, like Melody's age or whatever, they won't fucking know.
Yeah.
They won't fucking know these bands. Mine is the same way. It's kind of predictable, kind of not. There are two bands that nobody will know, and then there are two bands that people will obviously know.
Yeah.
And then there is a band that people are on the fence about.
People are like, how big of a Metallica fan are you? I'm like...
You got a cassette. you got a cassette tape.
I don't even have a cassette player, but I bought this because I wanted it, and I love Justice. It's my favorite album.
A cassette tape. A cassette tape of Metallica, bro.
There's also an Iron Maiden cassette there, but there's like 3 of them.
Sick. Just in case the apocalypse happens and we don't have to we don't have CDs or phones anymore.
Digital medium is wiped
Cassettes.
out.
He got cassette tapes to listen to.
Leaving only analog. Okay, here we go. So, the top of my list, the first one on my list, the lead singer of this band is also the bassist, and he was also a classmate of Kirk Hammett from Metallica. Who the fuck is this guy? Les motherfucking Claypool, and his band is Primus. If you've never heard of Primus, excuse me, they're sort of a comedy band, but they also play funk metal. These guys are well known for songs like John the Fisherman, we're known as Big Brown Beaver. If you've never heard of any of these songs, I encourage you to go out and check out Primus. You will not be disappointed, and if you ever wanted a reason to learn to play bass, Primus. Fucking Primus, dude.
Does he have badass bass?
The dude plays bass like he invented it.
No shit.
I like there's a song called "To Defy the Laws of Tradition," something like that.
Right.
Anyways, the fucking bass riff in it is my mouth can't do it.
Crazy.
So like my mouth can't even replicate his bass shit, man. Like Primus is at the top of the list, this list for that reason. Like the bass skills are stellar. Yeah. Their first album was a live album, and it wasn't even like... It was all like how many songs these fucking guys have written?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because like they had a full album that was just live shit, and like it's flawless. Like they don't fuck up at all.
Really?
It's perfect. Yeah.
Wow. That's all. This is we're gonna do it one set, one time.
Pretty much. Yeah.
They had a budget, and they're like, we gotta do one song accurately.
I don't fucking know, but
that's crazy.
Crazy thing is like that album. Some of those songs went on future albums. One of them went on a more recent album. It's like, we heard this on your first one, and it sounds exactly the same. That's amazing. Like, it's still epic.
Hell yeah, man.
Crazy, dude. All right.
When was Primus? When did they come up?
They started in the late 80s. I want to say 88 or 89.
Oh, okay.
And then they really blew up in the early 90s. They played Woodstock 94.
Nice.
And they were playing My Name is Mud, and people were throwing mud from the audience on them.
Oh, hell yeah.
So then he was like, hey, I don't want your mud. Keep it, you son of a bitch. He said that people who threw mud were not well endowed. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing. Even when he's playing bass, he's like fucking off, and it sounds amazing. Fun fact about Primus, they also did the theme songs to Robot Chicken and South Park.
That's where I heard the band from.
Have you ever heard those theme songs?
I was wondering, I was like, I've heard this somewhere, but I was like, I cannot put my finger on it.
Yep, they did the theme song.
No shit.
Those are my favorite theme songs, too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, so the next one I got on my list is, so anybody who knows the rapper Ice-T, where do you know him from? Seen him on TV?
I seen him on TV.
Seen him on, like, Law and Order.
Law and Order. I mean, I could have sworn he was a rapper at one time.
Yeah. Did you know he had a metal band?
No.
Yeah, he has a metal band. It's called Body Count.
What the fuck?
Body Count. And the first album, I think it's awesome that he's doing rap or metal because he's perfect at
it. Is he doing it now? Recently now?
Yes, the band is still active.
No shit.
Yes, word. Word to your mother. So, anyways, Body Count is the name of the band. I saw them. I first heard of them whenever I went to Mayhem Festival in 2014 in Albuquerque. Fucking Body Count took the stage right after Cannibal Corpse, and the one song they...
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right?
What the fuck?
So, like, they're on the stage and shit. They're doing their set, and Ice-T's advice to the audience was, if you think you're a hard thug or whatever, fuck you. I've been your age. You ain't never been my age, or something like that. So, like, he went into the song Cop Killer. I'm at the side of the stage, sort of, toward the front.
Right.
There's some cops standing by the stage, legit uniformed police officers acting as security for this fucking show. And the fucking irony of it is Cop Killer is about killing police officers.
Right.
During the song, Ice-T says, fuck them, there's more of us than there are of you. They ain't gonna do nothing. And I'm like, oh my God, is there gonna be a riot? Is there a riot? I think it's a riot. No, people were just rocking out, man. It was so fucking cool. So
hell yeah.
That album is really entertaining on the merits that it speaks about social issues, again, like, police violence against blacks, statistics, body count.
Yeah.
Because it has a segment in the album where it's talking about, like, there's 4 African American kids killed by a police officer, and now sports. Like, it's just a passing thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So he tackles that, and I thought it was pretty creative. The band is amazing. They play punk, heavy metal, all sorts of stuff. So let's jump on to the next one. Now, this third band on my list, you have America. The biggest band in America is Metallica.
Right.
The biggest band in Britain is Iron Maiden.
Okay.
Do you know who the biggest one in Japan is? I don't either. But I'm giving it to to Anthem.
Dumbass. You're like, I don't fucking know either, but I'm giving it to.
So these guys are a 80s Japanese metal band that really reminds me of if Iron Maiden and Judas Priest snuck off to Japan and fucking had a baby.
You've shown me this band before.
They are amazing. And for album recommendations, I either recommend Gypsy Ways or their first album called Anthem.
This is the band with the sick ass fucking guitar solos, right?
Oh, amazing guitar work.
Yeah,
yes.
that's okay. Now, you showed me this band before.
I wish we could play their shit on the show because they're phenomenal,
that would be fucking amazing. They're really it's a really good band.
Yeah, and they play perfect live.
Yeah,
like I love when bands do that. The next band on my list is one that I discovered when I was listening to Metallica covers, and one of the coolest covers I found that has never appeared on a compilation is by Ugly Kid Joe. They did Master of Puppets, and aside from the bridge, I think theirs sounds better than Metallica's version. My opinion. I think that was awesome. Ugly Kid Joe is known for songs like I Hate Everything About You, Madman. Those are 2 songs you need to check out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ugly Kid Joe.
I've never heard of Ugly Kid Joe.
Check them out. They're amazing. And I like their vocalist's fucking voice is cool. They also did this really, really like passionate version of the song Cats in the Cradle. Like, it's already a sad song as it stands because he's like, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. Like, it's even more gripping now. Like, it's really fucking sad.
Okay.
So, then
Cats in the Cradle right here. Boom.
That's it. That's the one.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. Gotta check that out.
Jesus, 38 million views on Everything About You.
I hate everything about you. And then finally on this list is a band that I didn't think I'd talk about because I didn't know whether or not to include them. They parody the 80s hairband look and also the sound. And they have been around since, I want to say the late 2000s, maybe the mid 2000s. But they're really big. They're called Steel Panther. They they sing about excess and the rock star life. They also sing about stupid shit. Like, for example, there's a song called It Won't Suck Itself. And the scenarios encountered in there was like basically, I hate to spoil songs, but like, he goes with this one chick who's, he's going to bang in this snake pit or whatever, and he gets stung on the dick by a snake, so he wants her to suck the venom out.
Oh, my God.
The dude from Nickelback is in that song. The singer from Nickelback is in that song.
Get out of here. The fuck? That's insane.
They do all sorts of funny songs. It's like, it's done in such a way that, like, they're a parody is what they are.
Right.
But it's amazing to see them come up with this kind of shit. Ninja Sex Party collaborated with them a lot, and they even like whenever they were still underground, they looked at Steel Panther and they were like, whenever we meet these guys, we will have officially made it. And they met those guys.
No shit.
Yeah, and did shows with them and stuff.
Hell yeah.
They're wild. They literally live the 80s lifestyle. Like, they had on stage where, like, they would call female fans up to have a contest to see their boobs.
Jeez. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's about
Those were some crazy-ass times, man.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I would have saw some of that shit where it just went all haywire for, like...
YouTube.
What's that band that they did a movie for?
Mayhem?
No. Was it Mayhem?
It was. If it was Lords of Chaos, I think it's called.
No. That one was crazy as fuck. Lords of Chaos. The movie was crazy.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen enough of the band's shit to know what it's about.
Dude, I'm telling you. You want to see some crazy shit, watch Lords of Chaos, bro, and it'll blow your fucking mind.
Like,
literally.
Like Dead.
Like Dead. Like, blow your fucking mind out like they always talk about.
Like the singer named Dead.
It's not Motorhead.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Motley Crue. The Dirt.
Yeah, being in that scenario, like I wish I was able to see that, like the prime of like Ozzy Osbourne and shit. Like, dude,
I wish I could have seen Metallica during like the Snake Pit era.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Or even the Justice era. That'd have been badass. Like, just seeing them when they were at their technical prime. Fuck, man. I mean, they're even right now they're able to play a lot of shit. They're one of the few bands in the world I know of where they wander around the stage and shit. Who else do you know who has a stage in the middle of the audience like a wrestling ring and the audience sits around them? That looks like a fried egg. But the point is, you have Iron Maiden that does that. You have Metallica that does that. I think that the reason Megadeth didn't make it to Metallica's level was because they just stand there like statues and fucking play.
Yeah.
Which Dave Mustaine's amazing. What am I ranting about? Fuck it. Never mind. What's your list? I have as many Megadeth CDs as I have Metallica CDs. So don't worry, Mustaine.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about
you.
it. So you're not going to be surprised at at some views that I have, and you're not going to be surprised at my first, but obviously they have to go on here. Mm-hmm. Obviously it's my first. And all of the two fans that watch this podcast will know what my first is. And all of my friends that are my friends and don't watch the podcast because y'all are fuckheads and y'all want to support your friend. But anyway.
All one of you.
All one of my friends. The first one that I have is System of a Down.
I like that.
Obviously, dude. That band held me up when I thought I was down, you know? That band was everything. The band came not when I wanted it to, when I needed it to. As a child that was molding its mind to become who I am today. That band was fucking amazing, dude. Amazing band. And they did such an amazing job at their songs. Lonely Day, Atwa, Spiders, Question. I can literally sing you all of System of a Down songs because I know them. They are the band that got kicked me out of a church.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
What?
So, we'll do the story for System of a Down because I have inspirations. Mm-hmm. And one of the inspirations is Serge Tankian. Serge Tankian has a phenomenal voice. It is a strange voice. It is a voice that nobody can copycat. It's so like majestic and his harmonies are amazing and the way he does his songs are fucking awesome. Anyway, that he was one of my inspirations going into music because, you know, I was playing drums or whatever. Well, the church that I was going to had figured out that I guess like the church that I was going to, and I don't want to like dog on anybody, so I'm not going to name out names, but this is what they did, so I'm letting y'all know, watch out for y'all's churches, because they will do this shit, and watch what you put on Facebook, because they will look, right? So, on Facebook, you can put, like, what's your favorite band, what's your inspirations, blah, blah.
Yeah.
In my bio, I put Serge Tankian and Jimmy the Rev. Serge Tankian from System of a Down, vocalist, and Jimmy the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold, the drummer, obviously. They found that on Facebook, and they asked me, why am I listening to secular music? Right? And they're like, we know who these people are. We listen to that. That is the devil-worshipping music, blah, blah, blah.
What?
Yeah, dude, it was so bad that day. And I was like, no, this doesn't work out. They kicked me off playing the drums. They suspended me for playing the drums for 3 weeks, and then maybe like a month after they kicked me out.
Damn.
But Serge Tankian, shout out to Serge Tankian if you ever hear this. Shout out to you for getting me kicked out of a fucking cult. You know, I applaud you. Thank you for doing that for me. You saved my life.
Fuck that. The only band I can think of that actually worships Satan would be Mayhem, but early Mayhem.
Right.
Like the vocalist who killed himself.
Yeah.
He actually sent a letter and a crucified mouse to the label so that he could get in the band and shit.
No shit. Well,
and he even specified in the letter, he's all like, oh, by the way, this is a St. Peter's crucifixion, so it's supposed to be upside down, not right upside up like some poser. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Dang. But like, you know, like System of a Down, like they are complete like anarchy, fuck the government, you know, all that shit. And that's where I kind of was, because I was listening to them and I was listening to Immoral Technique, which, by the way, I'm so fucking dumb because I don't think I put Immoral Technique on my list last time, my rap list.
Fuck, man.
I don't think I put him on there.
I don't think you did either.
And I think I upset myself because he should have been on that top 5 list. Anyway, fuck it. But yeah, System of a Down. I listened to all of their albums. I listened to every single album. And I will listen to one more album after they make a new one.
What's your favorite album?
My favorite album is probably... Dude.
I have one.
Dude.
Actually, I have 2. But one of them stands out to me. The light's blinking.
Yeah, the light is blinking.
I like Mesmerize. Because that was the first album I heard.
See, I was going to say that, but like they don't have all of my favorite songs on there. Dude, I'm going to have to say... I'm gonna have to say Toxicity.
Toxicity's dope.
Yeah, that album Toxicity has most of my favorite songs on there. And we'll get back to you with all the other bands that I like after we change the battery.
Yeah.
See you later.
See ya. Sorry about that.
And we're back on. We're back on. We had to do a little bathroom break, and we got to change. We had not changed battery. Put some space in our card. So that's good for us, because I thought it was battery, and I was like, dude, I don't think the other battery's charged. I think we're fucked. But
I wonder what the max capacity this battery, this camera can hold of memory cards, because I got a 64 gig card in there, and it ain't doing its fucking job. But anyways.
It's like, hey, buddy,
come on, guy.
I can't do this camera and the record thing and the downloads. It don't make sense. Anyway, but yeah, System of a Down. I mean, dude, if you know who System of a Down is, you know why that is one of my favorite bands. They have fucking bangers of songs, but they have they have such what are they called? Unlistened. What are they called? Gems.
Like they're
hidden gems. They have hidden gems in their albums, like where you don't hear them very often. Like Questions is a good one. Spiders is a really good one. Peephole is a fucking banger too, and like you don't really hear those songs. And I don't know, man. Like they're, especially with what happened at the very end when they split up. The guitar player and the drummer made another band called Scars on Broadway, and I listened to them for a little bit. Like all of it's just amazing. They're all amazing artists, and they go perfectly together. Like so good.
Absolutely,
hell that is my first favorite rock band. Well, am I having a stroke right now?
Are you?
I couldn't figure out.
Do you smell toast?
Yes, actually.
I farted. I just smelled my fart.
Now,
I'm inside you right now.
Now there is another band that is close to my heart, dear to my heart, and System of a Down and this band were like head to head for a second, but I think System of a Down took the cake. Because I don't like change very much, and especially if the change is very different and it's not going the way I thought it was going to go. Not saying that the band is horrible, but I'm saying that like through the years you could definitely tell the difference between their sounds from the beginning to now. And not saying it's bad, but it's not what I'm
anticipating.
Not what I'm anticipating anymore. They are still my favorite band, and I will listen to like all of their albums, just not as much. And that will be Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter.
and a lot of people don't know this band, and I would be surprised. I would be surprised if
Sorry.
no, that's all right. I would be surprised if y'all knew this band. I know a few friends that know this band, but they are a Christian metal band. And when I was first, starting my music, huh?
So that's interesting.
Yeah, when I first started my music and stuff, I was going to my parents because they were huge Christians, and they would go to like Masters or a Christian bookstore or whatever, and I would go look at the music, and I found the first album from them, and I mean, dude, it got me hooked, man. Like the first song was, I wish I could play it. I wish I could play it here, but I know that it's gonna get.
Have you ever heard of the band Striper?
Yeah, yeah.
They had an album called Goddamn Evil, which, put into context, is telling God to damn evil.
Right.
Not saying goddamn evil.
Right.
Just to make sure. I hate that GD word anyway. But
yeah.
So anyways, I was listening to that, and that's actually a really dope album. That's what turned me on to them.
Yeah.
Christian metal, man.
Christian metal is like awesome, and some people don't even know. Some people don't even know the bands that they listen to today are probably Christian metal bands.
I would do Christian metal.
Christian metal is like amazing, and I feel like sometimes, and I haven't said it here first. I haven't said it here, but I'll say it here first. That sometimes Christian metal bands are way deeper and way darker than usual bands, because they talk about like revelations, and they talk about like the end times, and they say it so profoundly. Like, it's so weird, because I'll listen to the gnarliest screaming death metal deathcore band, and then I'll listen to like a band like Demon Hunter, and I get scared listening to Demon Hunter more than I do those bands, because they talk about like when Satan comes from like the cracks, and 16, the holy day, your time is coming past, the rapture that we're looking for.
What is fucking savage, man?
But like,
I gotta check these guys out.
Yeah, dude, they're so good. Like the beginning of that, I remember so vividly. I had the fucking CD player, and I had that CD, and I put it in, and the first song was Seeker Cyrus. It was like orchestra, and it has a opera in there, da, 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 and then the drums come in, da, 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 da. Dude, it was like I was a fucking kid, and my eyes were wide. I was like, oh shit! And that's the day I knew for sure that's the day when I knew that I found metal. Like I found the music,
metal,
the genre.
found you, brother.
Metal found me. And from that day on, it was just always Demon Hunter, System of a Down. I mean, I was always on their ass. And then I kind of grew up, and then this is where this band comes in.
You fell through the cracks.
I fell through the cracks.
Into hell's basement.
And this is where two bands actually came through, which is, obviously people are going to know this band. If you don't, you live under a fucking rock. And I talked about the drummer, Avenged Sevenfold.
I love them. I saw them twice.
Dude, they're so good. They're so good. They're so good live. They're shit's
phenomenal.
Amazing. And
Fuck yeah.
The only reason I like Avenged Sevenfold, there's two reasons. One, their music's fucking amazing. They do a really good sound.
Backcountry.
Dude,
fucking Nightmare.
Dude, that one's a banger, bro.
I want to cover some fucking Avenged Sevenfold.
That would be sick. That would be sick. But also the drummer, Jimmy the Rev. If you don't know who Jimmy the Rev is, R.I.P. to a fucking great.
To a legend.
To a legend, bro. He was the drummer for Avenged Sevenfold, the first drummer for Avenged Sevenfold. And to me, in my opinion, the only drummer for Avenged Sevenfold. I'm sorry, whoever the fuck you are now. I don't really listen to their new stuff, because as I do like the band, I listen to their music for Jimmy the Rev, because he was the reason I started playing drums, honestly.
I listened to their new stuff, and I'll tell you right now, they have the same intensity, but they're not as catchy as they were.
Right. And I am for sure. I for sure know the reason why is because Jimmy the Rev is not there, and a lot of people don't know this. But what's that one song that people always go to? It's not Backcountry.
My favorite song is "A Little Piece of Heaven."
Okay, "Little Piece of Heaven." Okay, that's the song.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the song I was talking about. "Little Piece of Heaven," right? In that song there is a woman talking. You know who that woman is?
The Rev.
The Rev.
Really?
It's his voice. He's talking like it was, and nobody believes me. And I'm like, dude, that is him.
I didn't know
That's
that.
him. And the reason that song is so fucking good is because Jimmy the Rev, his vocals, man, they catch.
He also did a lot of backup singing while he did that crazy ass drumming.
Yeah,
and in
dude.
that same song, he was the one that did the must have stabbed her 50 fucking times. I loved his singing voice, man. It's so fucking cool.
He is a legend on the Avenged Sevenfold. But if you are a true fan of Jimmy the Rev, you will also know, and if you don't know now, you're going to know now, that he had a band before Avenged Sevenfold called Pinkly Smooth.
I've heard of that.
So Pinkly Smooth was the band before they said fuck it, you know. Pinkly Smooth was their high school band, and I think it was him and Shadow, and they were playing in the band called Pinkly Smooth, and they were just playing it in their garage and shit, and you can definitely tell, because guess who was the head singer, which is really weird, but guess who is the lead singer for that band?
The Rev.
Yeah, he's the head, and
wow.
he's playing the drums, and Shadow's playing the piano.
That's cool as
which
fuck.
is even stranger. It was even stranger because if you are a fan of Avenged Sevenfold, you also know that Shadow does play piano, but he is the lead guy now, you know? And nobody really knows about that shit, that like he was also in the back, and then Jimmy the Rev was in the front, and then they were like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just get Sinister, and then we'll not go to college, and then that's when they started fucking the band. I think they dropped out. I'm pretty sure they dropped out of high school for this band, for Avenged Sevenfold. They dropped out. So they were playing Pinkly Smooth in high school, and they said, fuck it, we're going to make Avenged Sevenfold, and they dropped out of high school, and they didn't even go to college.
Damn.
No, I'm wrong. Sorry. They did go to college, but Sinister Gates went to college. Sinister Gate went to fucking South Plains in Lubbock.
Can you name all the members of that roster, like the first incarnation of Avenged Sevenfold?
Dude, no.
M. Shadows, Sinister Gates,
Yep.
The Rev,
Yep.
Johnny Christ.
Okay, Johnny Christ.
I can't remember
Johnny
the other
Christ
guitarist's name,
is the bass player, right?
Yes.
Or is he the rhythm?
He's a bass player.
He's a bass player. He's the fucking shy boy, though, isn't he?
Yeah. He got that name just so they could piss people off.
Right. And also R.I.P. to Jimmy the Rev. We talked about it a few episodes back, but he accidentally overdosed and on alcohol and some pills and shit. But he was best drummer in the world for 2 years alive, and then best drummer in the world 2 years after he fucking died.
Absolutely.
So if you don't think that he is one of the best drummers ever to be a great, you're fucking dumb. And you know what? He was another reason why I got kicked out of that church, and I'm glad that he got me kicked out of that church, because I will say till I die that Jimmy the Rev was probably the best drummer to be on this earth. And if that makes me go to hell, then so be it.
There's so many fucking songs where his drumming made my jaw hit the floor. When I heard what the fuck is the name of that? It's off. They have so many songs on their self-titled album. Like the first song, fucking like
yes.
Like insane fucking shit. Bat Country.
His rolls
City of
were
Evil.
Yeah, his rolls were so fucking fast.
Then,
you
like,
didn't even know that they were happening.
Almost Easy had this thing he used to do,
Yeah,
a trademark
Almost
where
Easy.
he would hit the rides and do double kick at the same time. But
Yeah, dude, he
my
was
God.
insane. Probably on copious amounts of cocaine, but we're not going to talk about that.
I don't think so, but okay. When I saw them the first time, we went to Oklahoma to see Disturbed.
Oh,
They
yeah.
opened for Disturbed, and what's crazy is the way that Avenged Sevenfold opened the show is right after the Rev died. So this fucking dude was walking on the rafters, and then like he just wraps this rope around his neck and jumps.
Yeah,
and he's like he struggles
and he's
just
hanging,
like,
and he's hanging down the fucking rafters.
and he's hanging
dude.
there the whole time. They're singing the song "Nightmare," and then once the song was over, they like lowered him down, put him on a gurney, and took him off. I'm like, dude, that's how you fucking start a show.
And
wow.
And Avenged Sevenfold made a song for Jimmy the Rev after he died called "So Far Away."
Yeah.
Which is a really sad song, but a really good song at the same time.
There's a song they did that fucking makes me cry, and I love the singing in it so much. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is.
Is it the one with the piano?
It's Gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger's my favorite song.
You've been alone.
That's the one. I want to cover that, but it makes me fucking emotional, dude, because it's so sad.
Dude.
Even the music video was sad, like showing like soldiers when they come back and they're just like living normal lives and shit. Like, wow.
So,
Touching.
Avenged Sevenfold, you still got a place in my heart, man. I still love y'all.
That band is full of icons.
Yeah.
Was full of icons.
Next one, Slipknot.
Slipknot.
And I love their song. I love their music. Don't get me wrong. I love their music. I mean, Psychosocial. I mean, damn, dude.
That's the only song I know.
There's so many songs from Slipknot that I know.
Before I forget,
Psychosocial.
I learned
The
that
Devil
from Guitar
and
Hero.
I. Fucking Duality. You know.
Duality.
Yeah, Duality. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh yeah, Unsainted, and that was a year ago.
Unsainted is dope as fuck.
Unsainted was like when they did that song, and it was like a year ago. I was like, oh shit, like they're still coming up. Like they're still making music. Everything's fucking great. Like, but the reason the real reason I like Slipknot is because a lot of people don't know this. In their live shows, they actually perform with instruments that they have created themselves. And like, yeah, there's like pianos and stuff, but like they have like setups of like rusted ass like mechanical equipment that they make to make the sound of the drums and shit. Yeah. And like it's insane. And if you don't know who Slipknot is, they are a masked band
of like 9 members, right?
Yeah, 9 members, and like you never see their face, and it's just so like it's so theatrical.
Yeah.
Like their live shows are so theatrical, and they have masks that make you like have nightmares at night and shit like that. And that's why I like them, is because they put on a show, a really good show, and they make it to where it's like you could be whoever the fuck you want to be. Like Slipknot, Korn, these bands like kind of came out like in the 2000s. I mean, they were there for a while, but they kind of blew up in the 2000s to where there was these punk ass kids that didn't know what to do with their lives, and then they started listening to this music, and they're like, everything's good now. They felt like they were wanted, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I kind of felt like. I felt like Slipknot was like they kind of found me when I was like stranded and I didn't know who the fuck I was. And like, dude, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. Put on a mask or whatever, you know, and just fake it till you make it and shit.
You're super villain.
Yeah, dude, their fucking masks are amazing, and like I said, like I love them because of their theatricality of their music and their live shit. So, shout out to Slipknot. Slipknot's fucking dope as fuck.
Hell yeah, man. Have you seen that Howard Stern shit where like Insane Clown Posse was up there, and someone passed a rumor that they were beefing with Slipknot, so they brought Slipknot out there to confront them.
No shit.
And Slipknot was like, "No, man, we're not beefing with you guys. In fact, we're fans of you guys." And fucking one of the members was riding on the back of one of the other members, like a little piggyback ride.
What the fuck?
So then, like, Violet J's like, "I just want to say, that's how you entertain people."
But I mean, that's true.
Like shit, man.
Like ICP and Slipknot and shit. Like there's something about putting on a mask and then being whoever you are.
It's something about just giving people a show rather than just like, oh, we're going to play our music.
Yeah.
Like, put a show on. That's what I want to do with my music. Like, dude, I wanted to have sets and shit.
Speaking of like that kind of shit, like, so I went to a concert for Framing Hanley. It was their farewell tour. Framing Hanley was a band that did covers for rap songs like Lollipop, and they made them into metal, and they got real popular, and then they started doing like tours and shit. Yeah. Well, a few years ago, they said a sayonara. They weren't going to do that band no more, and they did a farewell tour. And we went to that tour, and there was a band called Starset. And we thought, the people that I was with, we thought that they were just not a local band, but we thought that it was an underground band that kind of wanted to get up, which obviously they were. But usually whenever you get like a big band like Framing Hanley, like they're not going to show up like that. Like frontmen don't show up. You know, like they don't bring the fire so that Framing Hanley can have it all, right?
Right.
Anyway, they come up and they don't talk. They just stare. And they're in these like fucking astronaut suits, and they're glowing in the face, and they're looking straight, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And everything's glowing, and it's like weird like sci-fi shit. And then they play, dude. They play, and then the singer sings, right? But it's like a whole, however, I think it was like maybe an hour long, maybe like 30 minutes, 45 minutes of playtime. It wasn't like, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? You know, we made this song, blah, blah. It was a 45-minute playtime the guitar player and the bassist were like straight the whole fucking time. And I was like, dude, that band fucking rocks, because it was a show. Like it felt like a show. And then guess what? 6 months later, they pop up on my YouTube, and they have like millions of views and shit now. And I'm like, I watched them when they were dirt shit. And I was like, I was really surprised. I was like, no way, this is crazy. I've seen a few people like that. I've seen a few people that were nothing, and then they came up and blew the fuck up, like Teddy Swims. Teddy Swims, I shot you out too, bud. Teddy Swims was a guy in Lubbock that just was nothing. He ended up playing in, yeah, he actually just walked in to a tour. He was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, sure, I'll do it. Ends up doing it, and then it ends up getting fucking famous for it. Like, hugely famous for it. Just out of nowhere. And now he has a music career because of it.
Damn.
And so, like, you know, I like bands like that. Like I said, Slipknot was kind of like the start. I mean, ICP was for sure the start, but Slipknot, I feel like...
Theatrics have gone back since Kiss.
Yeah, Theatrics.
Yeah. Detroit has always been a magnet for that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. Last but not least, but is also the youngest... Not the youngest... It's the youngest band, I know for sure. But it's an amazing band, and I've shown LJ this band, Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Murray is fucking phenomenal, dude. It's not spelled like his name. It's spelled Bilmuri.
Bill Murray.
And if you grew up in the scene, if you grew up emo, if you grew up goth or whatever, you remember the band Attack Attack? The singer for Attack Attack made a band called Bill Murray. And if you like them, you're definitely going to like Bill Murray. But the thing with Bill Murray is their shit is so off-putting. Like, their shit is so off-putting. Not the music, because the music's phenomenal. The music is amazing. They do some really crazy shit. They have like saxophone solos, and they do like country guitar in a metal scene.
They did like death metal yelling and then started rapping. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to?
So like, awesome. They do have really cool. They have really cool ideas and make them real into the metal scene. But like, their music videos are fucking crazy, and their song titles for the songs are so off-putting. Like, this is one word, absolutely crank my motherfucking hog. You know, shit like that. Fluoride in the hard seltzer water. Lift heavy stone, make sad head voice quiet. What the fuck? And it's one word, literally one word. It look. It literally looks like something you get off a TFP
Eggy
or something.
Pocket?
Yeah, Eggy Pocket. That was their newest album called Eggy Pocket, dude. Like, it's so crazy and so weird that I love it so much. And they sound amazing. There's nothing I can say. Like I said, they're new to me. They're like maybe a few years old. But like, to me, they are what metal needs to become. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're all growing, we're all changing, and I feel like Bill Murray's doing it right.
Absolutely. Take a shot.
The first song on their newest album, I think, is absolutely cranking my motherfucking hog. And at the end of that song, you hear the Taco Bell bell.
Ding.
Ding. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's like shit you never hear. That's like shit you never hear. And they did a song. They did some voiceovers for like WrestleMania and shit like that. And it's just like crazy bands. If you want to listen to something awesome, just check out Bill Murray. But that is the last of my list. Boom.
When we're talking about absurd song titles or whatever, it reminded me of this band. I don't know if I could say this on YouTube, but the band was called Anal Cunt. They were a noisecore band from the 80s, I think, or the 90s. But anyway, they had their job was from the mid 90s. So 94 was when their first album dropped. The first album was called Everyone Should Be Killed. I don't recommend anybody listen to this album or their music at all, because it's literally just noise. But that's how all their songs were. They range from a couple seconds to several minutes, mostly just a couple seconds, and it's just bashing on shit. This is some of the titles to their songs. Some songs. Some more songs.
What the fuck?
Even more songs. Tim. Spin Cycle. Pavarotti. Music Sucks. Newest hardcore song #1. Chiffon and Chips. I'm not allowed to like Anal Cunt anymore since they got signed to Earache Records. I'm Wicked
crazy.
Underground. This is some fucking stupid ones. Like, when I think of true punk rock bands, I think of Nirvana and the Melvins.
Oh my god, dude.
Song titles are fucking stupid. Having to make up song titles sucks. And that one's a minute long. Like, what the fuck?
That's insane, bro.
And then, like, one more. Oh my god. This is fucking stupid. Brutal, morbid acts of Satan. You must be Wicked Underground if you own this.
Ew.
Guess which 10 of these are actual song titles? Our band is Wicked Sick, parentheses, we have the flu. Empire
funny.
Sandwich Shop, selling out by having song titles on his album. And finally, Grindcore is very terrifying.
Grindcore is very terrifying.
They have 58 tracks on that fucking album, and it's an hour.
Jesus Christ.
It's 58 minutes long. They also have songs where, like, they would have titles where, like, blank is gay. So, yeah, that was an album where all those titles were like that. They just basically make music to offend.
Right, right.
But it's just so ridiculous. And then one time, they released an album that was called, like, Picnic of Love, which was an acoustic guitar and him singing in a falsetto.
Wow.
Like parodying like soft music or whatever. Is like, hey, la, 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 la. Fucking the entire album is like that gentle music and it's not offensive.
Right. That's crazy, man.
And it's just to piss people off, and it worked.
Maybe that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do is just make a whole
album of noise.
Album that makes no fucking sense at all. And then have like weird ass album titles and shit.
They used to have like super offensive fucking titles, yeah.
Fuck yeah! What's the time there, boss?
I don't know. We're over an hour though, so
over an hour.
Probably time to wrap it up, dude.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to go though. I like it here.
I know, dude. I know.
This is a nightmare to edit, but you know what? I'm
Yeah.
down for the cause.
Let me get you. Let me get a beat on. Let me get
A free beat we can use. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I said I was going to play a song from the new EP. I forgot about that.
Oh, let's do it.
Y'all waiting for this shit? You've been waiting for it.
Let's do it.
And, yeah, I've been meaning to do this for you guys. I just had to figure out what song it was going to be. I'm actually going back and I'm messing with the volume so that they'll actually sound professional, sort of.
Right.
Right now, they're sort of finished, but I want to go back and do them all with the better quality by lowering the volume of the vocals. So this is one of the tracks off of this new EP I'm working on. Let me go to the playlist. Fucking sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Here's one of the tracks. It's called No Surrender. This beat was made by Prip T.
Prip T?
Yep. In fact, this is, I think, the first beat I bought off of the dude.
No shit.
Yeah. Here's what I did to it.
No surrender, I'm never leaving. I ain't going nowhere to stop breathing. No surrender, I'm never leaving. I'll be a legend when I try to stop breathing. No surrender, I'm never leaving. I ain't going nowhere to stop breathing. No surrender, I'm never leaving. I'll be a legend when I try to stop breathing.
I've been at it a while, 20 years of rage. To the mic from the page, it only gets worse with age. Lyricists dying out and giving way to mumblers. Up and coming fumblers, spending money, a ton of it. The funds don't faze me, I don't even trip. When I do, it's for tickets to concerts and shit. Out of town, y'all rookies are so out of bounds. Even underground cats are calling out fouls. Blowing the whistle and all shenanigans, they stop now. When I unload on everyone in range, they drop down. Not a drive-by, fool, I'm talking about ciphers. But don't think that I'm above taking your life, cause why buy a gun when knives are more cheaper? Plus, I can keep an arsenal of them hoes in my vehicle. Keep one underneath my pillow when I sleep, cause ain't nobody counting on that, not even cheap.
No surrender.
Dang. Bars, dude.
I love that fucking... Ain't nobody counting on that, not even sheep. Wow.
Bars,
When I was writing that, I was like, that has to be the punchline at the end of the verse. Fuck yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be a sick ass fucking. That's gonna be a sick one, bro.
You have to look forward to. The album it's an EP. It's called Wild Card, and it'll be dropping around early June, late May.
Hell yeah.
I said June 1st, but we'll see.
Hell yeah. This beat is from Tim Wrecked, Timwrekd. You can find him on YouTube. His shit is dope. I'm gonna use some of his songs for fucking my new album I'm gonna drop. Don't know when, but it's gonna be there. Anyway, this is the end, bro. This is the end of episode 8.
Yeah.
8. Ocho. So you know who I am, Almighty Sai or Braxton. You can find me on Facebook, Braxton Upton, BRAXTON, UPTON. You can find Almighty Sai on Facebook as well. Give that a like. You can also find our website, Undeniable Misfortune, on Facebook as well. But let's go back to the website, undeniablemisfortune.com. That's where you can get all of our music, all of our fucking merch, and all of the our podcast is on there. And I think we're gonna try to do some live shit on that place too. So
also, there's new Lowdown merch.
Oh,
Get
dude.
my logo.
Dude, Lowdown merch. This is what we were talking about a few episodes back. The Lowdown merch is coming up. We got the hats done. I believe we got the hats done.
Yep, they're gonna start working on some shirts pretty soon.
Working on some shirts. That stuff is fire. I'm definitely gonna buy everything that's on that list.
Absolutely, man.
Everything.
Take a shot.
So that's there. If you found us on our website, go to our YouTube, MOSHCAST with LJ and Cy, and give us a like and a subscribe, and tell us what we are and what we are not doing, and just give us a view, man. That's all we're just trying to do. Instagram, Brack, BRAC_BRAC, Almighty Cy on fucking Instagram. You can find us there. LJ, who the fuck are you, dog?
LJ Ruiz. You can find me on Instagram, LJ_LODOWN. On Facebook, my name is LJ Ruiz, RUIZ. YouTube.com/LODOWN505. Also got a page from my band KBX. YouTube.com/KBXBAND.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So be sure to check out the albums on there, Rock Hard and Dreamcatcher. They're free, motherfuckers.
Free, FREE, that spells free. Listen to that bitch. Alright, guys. That's it. We'll see you fucking next week on number 9.
Lucky number 9.
Peace.
Rock the fuck on.